Forever. Check one, check two. Good morning, world. We're going live. We're going live. I think I want to live forever, but maybe that's too long. I'll take a little bit, a little at a time, and I'll stay strong. Ooh, it's Thursday. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. Welcome, Marcus Conte reporting. Welcome, everybody, to the program. Welcome, VD Martini. I gave him $1 million this year, I believe, from Holland, reporting from Amsterdam. Gaz Philly Camden, David Brown, Born Vicarious. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Hello, everybody. My name is Marcus Conte, and I'm your reporter for today. Welcome. Not really sure what I want to talk about today. It was kind of a mixed bag. I guess I'm on this health kick right now. I've been watching a lot of. I've been running a lot of running, almost daily running now, and feels good. I feel really good. I feel really light and very clear. And I think that's important. I don't think there's many people, out on YouTube really reporting about their own honest state of well-being, right? Because I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to sell you some sort of supplement like InfoWars or some sort of plan, some sort of way of life at all. Really, I'm just what I'm saying is this: that although there are discoveries today, we're going to talk about a 36% chance. Science has found that a 36% chance, you have a 36% greater chance of getting Alzheimer's disease if some other ailment is in effect. And that ailment is high blood pressure. Right? So how do you get high blood pressure? How do you get Alzheimer's? How do you get... Yesterday we talked about meat and Alzheimer's, right? Oh, meat and cancer, excuse me. How meat leads to meat, the meat that you... from the animal. How it gives you colon cancer and various cancers. Is there a way around all of this? Is there a way out? Is there a back door for humans to not suffer with obesity and diabetes and high blood pressure and cancers and all these things? Well, I think there is. And, at 60 years old right now, I'm trying to prove it's true. Now, tomorrow I could die of fucking, ball cancer or emphysema of the, you know what I mean, right? But for right now, man, do I feel alive and good, and that's really the I think that's the essence of living. That is if you want to look at the meaning of life, what is the meaning of life? You walk around, you try to calculate, what is the meaning of life? What does it all mean? And in the final analysis, it's about happiness, right? It's about being able to be okay right now and joyful, right? That's what it's really about, right? Because there's nothing else. If you're not joyful and you're not happy and you're not enjoying your life, then something is not right. That's not the natural order of things, right? And it doesn't equate to success, because if you're go, 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 but in a miserable way. Like, I gotta go, I gotta keep doing this, I gotta do this right now, I fucking hate this, I'm gonna keep doing it, right? That's toxic as well. So we'll talk about that as it pertains to the elections, Alzheimer's, cancer, diabetes. These are all the same. They're all entwined in some way. And in my view, 100% avoidable. You even say, well, the vaccine, man, the vaccine, that's why people are getting fucking ball cancer and the rest of it. Well, that's also preventable too, right? These types of, onslaughts from the medical profession, in the way of injections and pills and newfangled ideas on how to be healthy. These are also avoidable. You just say no. Nancy Reagan said say no to drugs. We're just saying no to big pharma and the rest. So thank you all for joining me, and we'll find out. We're going to find out about the polls today, the latest polls in the election. It looks like it varies. The Democrats are now coming into a convention season or convention week next week. Kamala Harris will take the stage as a Democratic presidential nominee officially, without one single vote being cast in the Democratic Party for her for president. No primary. The superdelegates, the power brokers within the Democratic Party have picked Kamala Harris, and they're telling you because we ran out of time. Joe Biden, look at him. We took him out, and now we have to get Kamala. We don't have time for somebody else that the people actually like. Right. So, their policies, Kamala Harris is flipping on everything. Watch when you go, watch in the convention. You're going to see a lot of video. You're going to see a lot of talk about poor little black girl on the bus, Kamala Harris, right? And how she rose up in America as a woman and as a woman of color, and how she excelled and became, right? You're going to hear all of that. And as well, you're going to hear what policies they actually stand for. Right? Are they going to talk about universal single-payer health care? Not really. They probably won't even talk about it. You know why? Because it already happened. These things have already happened. You want to talk about racial equality in America? These things already happened. You want to talk about women's rights? They already happened. Right? A lot of these social issues are not, really important. The big issue for the Democrats is going to be, and it's going to be very interesting to watch, is when the Democratic convention in Chicago gets swarmed by young people with anti-Israel signs and pro-Palestinian Gaza signs, screaming, Bamilla, right? They're calling Kamala Harris now Bamilla, right? Bombing, right? The issue in Gaza, the genocide that is occurring in our time in Gaza, supported. History will record that the United States supported this genocide in Gaza more than 100% by funding it. Right, the United States funded the genocide in Gaza. Without the United States, Israel would not have been able to accomplish what it did. Right? That's just a simple fact. They could have done it, but they would have taken an onslaught from others, right? And because the United States has pumped so many billions of dollars into Israel, built up their military empire, allowed them to have nuclear weapons, allowed them to have these F-16 fighter jets. They're no competition for Gaza, but that is the United States' buildup, right? The collapse of Ukraine, 100% the United States, 100%, right? Syria, now Lebanon, right? Beirut. But the big issue at the Democratic Convention is going to be how did the Democrats address 1 million fucking screaming kids out the door and down the block and around the corner, screaming, Genocide Joe and Bombilla to stop the bombing. You can't say, well, if you vote for Trump, they're going to bomb even more. No. Trump has a history of de-escalating war. There was relatively no war or very little, agitation on the war front with Trump, much less than there is now, right, with Trump. So the Democrats, the issue of Gaza, the issue of Ukraine, are two, war things of the nature of war that occurred with the Democratic Party in these last 4 years. Joe Biden led that. Whether he led it through incompetence, his weakness allowed Putin to take Ukraine, his weakness and indecisiveness allowed Benjamin Netanyahu to slaughter the Gazian people. So that is the, I think, although the Democrats want to champion these social issues at home, which nobody in the free world really gives a fuck about, the United States and their whose bathroom are you allowed, boys in the girls' bathrooms and blacks in front of the line with all the whites. Nobody in the world is really paying attention to that or really gives a shit other than, fucking gaslit Americans on one side of the political aisle. The real issue in the world is safety, leadership, economy. That's really the issues of the time, right? So we'll see. We shall see. This is my thumbnail today. Joe Biden spotted on the beach. 81-year-old Joe Biden, fucking unconscious on the beach in Delaware, while Gaza burns. Is that Jill next to him? I don't know who is. It's interesting. Joe has this giant bag of goodies. What's in the bag? What does Joe Biden bring to the beach? Is this his fucking heart monitor and his insulin shot and his fucking other shot? Right? His power drink. Joe, if you feel like the lights are going out, just drink this. He's got them all labeled. If you feel like your lights are going out, drink A. If you feel like your lights are too on, drink B. He's got them all. He's got all his juice labeled in the bag. Right? Look at that big bag for Joe Biden. So my name is Marcus Conte. Morning report every morning, 9 a.m. right here on YouTube, Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. in the great United States of America. And wherever you're watching, some of you guys are watching out there in Amsterdam, one of my favorite cities in the world. Holland. I haven't been there in a while. I haven't been there many years, but love Amsterdam to death. Great memories, great photos of being there and enjoying it throughout the 90s and the 00s. Where else can I tell you? Yeah, if you want to donate to the program, tip jar, PayPal, Patreon, or Zelle. Let's watch a great athlete. This is Eliud Kipchoge.
History book.
Iliad, excuse me.
Here,
Do you know that the Americans with not the Americans, but the humans have broken a fucking 2-hour marathon? This guy, Eliud Kipchoge, did it in Vienna. This is a sub 2-hour marathon that a human being ran, right? Under 2 hours for 26.2 miles. You know how fucking long that is? 26.2 miles at sub 5 minutes, almost 4 minutes a mile. Insane, right? Watch how easily he does it.
400 meters to go. Let's bring him home. This is history unfolding on the streets of Vienna this morning. It's a Saturday run like we've never seen before. Listen at the noise. This is
Eliud Kipchoge, ready to break the two-hour marathon. That's what's happening right now.
The moon in 1969. We had Roger Bannister, the 4-minute mile 65 years ago. Edmund Hillary, the first man to climb Everest in 1953. We have 1 minute to go. Eliud Kipchoge is on his way here.
It's not going to be a minute.
This humble farmer who used
Kipchoge, that's how you say his name. Eliud Kipchoge.
Go to the nearest town on his bike. to sell milk at the local market. And now, through
It looks like he's running around the park. Look at this.
come on, he says. Eliud Kipchoge has the hand of history on his shoulder. He has less than 200 meters to go. Eliud Kipchoge, let's keep an eye on the clock, into the final 20 seconds. Eliud Kipchoge.
Here we go.
On his shoulder, 140, the unofficial time.
There's his wife.
Fastest marathon in the world. Why does it matter? Why are we watching this? Right? It just shows you it's not because they're all from Kenya and Kenyans are exceptionally faster than the rest of us, right? Running away from tigers and lions in Kenya. But the fact that a human being can do that, right? Do you see blacks or do you see humans? Right? I just see a superhuman guy, right? Really, when you push the human limit, right? He's a happy guy too. He's a meditator. The guy's a really, really interesting dude.
Shalane, sum it up for us.
I would like to just thank Eliud.
So Eliud Kipchoge will start there. So let's get back into lesser of a reality, and then we'll talk about health again at the end here. But so the polls, there are new polls, and Fox, right? New York Times, we didn't like those polls, and we didn't like Cook. They were cooking the books, and even Quinnipiac had it imbalanced. So this is from Wednesday. Look at these polls, new polls. General poll Fox has Trump by 1, and when you add in the spoilers, Kennedy, Stein, West, Trump is a tie. Right? General election, Emerson has Harrison by 4. Right? Congress has Democrats. They have Democrats winning by 2. Democratic House. But so these are from Wednesday. These are the latest polls from yesterday. Cook has Harris by 2. In some cases, a tie. In Arizona 2, Harris. Georgia a tie. Where's the general? Pennsylvania, Harris by 1. You can see how the polls are tightening. Now they're coming back to reality. Wisconsin by 3. We were talking about Pennsylvania by 4 and 5. Now we're talking Pennsylvania by 1 and 3. Oh, here we go. 5. Quinnipiac has Harris by 3. Cook has Harris by 5. And the states, Nevada, Trump by 5. North Carolina, Harris by 2. Wisconsin, Harris by 5. Florida, Trump 3, Trump 4. Casey, California, Trump, Harris by 25 in the great state of California. Blowing it out. Kamala Harris is blowing out California. Trump should be doing the same in a red state. Where's the red state where Trump is winning by 25%? I guess they don't poll those. So it does look like it's tightening a little, but not that much. I would say that there has to be a game changer, right? You're going to see this convention this week, and it's going to be so sweet with Kamala Harris, and everybody's going to come out of there loving her. And she's going to have flipped on every major issue. Right? She still has never confronted her flip-flopping, which basically means go out and sit in front of someone who is aware that you said one thing back then, and now you're saying a totally different thing now. How do you reconcile that? That's all reporting is really about. You said that you were for universal single payer healthcare. And now I heard Kamala Harris is even saying that we have to get strong on the border. You were the border czar, right? So the polls are tightening slightly for Trump, but this is what the Democrats are faced with. This is what they're going to be looking at in Chicago when they get there. This organized New York Dem rally to endorse Harris, infiltrated by anti-Israel protesters who clashed with cops after the party. So in a nutshell, there was a party, a gathering of prominent Democrats up there in Harlem, 146th Street and Broadway. That's it's not even Harlem. That's Washington Heights. Washington Heights. And it's the fucking 6th train, 145. 145 in Broadway. That's where they were. And so I don't think we have any video of this, but I don't know what's on this fucking real estate. Real estate.
Show you.
I don't want to hear your shit. We might get a video, but let's see. There should be video, right? There should be some video of it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. We got to watch this stupid commercial. Thank you, YouTube. We're learning all about you.
Trust the #1 app real estate professionals trust. Download the Realtor.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Here we go. Here we go. Here's some unrest. Let's see. Oh, that's the new chant. How many people have you killed today? Ready? How many people have you killed today? That's what they're chanting at the right in the face of the Democrats. How many people have you killed today? Democrats have a serious problem. So there they are in a foofy restaurant up there in Washington Heights. Look how many kids are outside, man. They're piling in. Disruption. Fight, fight, fight. There you go. All right, so there you go. You saw it with your own eyes. A hastily organized rally supporting Kamala Harris descended into chaos after anti-Israel protesters infiltrated the Big Apple event and later barged into an after-party venue, costing several thousands worth of damage. They're breaking shit. There you go. It's the kids, and they're back. And they're smashing and breaking shit. Watch out, Chicago. Watch out, Chicago. Kamala Harris and Walz, nowhere to be found. They're nowhere near this. It's a ghost, a fucking ghost election. Right? We don't even know who these people are. We've never seen them actually. We haven't seen them lately speak to the press, speak to. I'm big on that. I think it's important. I think it's important that you give real interviews, that you come out and talk to the people that you're trying to get to vote, get them to vote for you. We're not voting for a party. We're voting for a person who leads the party. If Kamala Harris wants the Democratic vote, then she has to go to the American people and say, please vote for me, and this is why. So angry mob, 50 protesters. It's not a lot, but people getting arrested. Looks like some smoke bomb. Maybe police setting off smoke bombs. But it's all the usual suspects. It's all the fake Antifa dressed in black, fake media, fake news. They call themselves news. I'm news, right? And they stick their cameras right up in the front of the rally. A lot of cops. There they are. They were in Harlem. They were waiting. And that's Eric Adams, the mayor. Kind of, I don't know what his position is on it. But the restaurant got trashed. They trashed the restaurant. Free Gaza scribbled on the side of the police car. Free Gaza. All right, so this is what if you're going to the convention there in Chicago for the Democrats to rally on your candidate Kamala Harris, who nobody voted for, and was behind the financing the war that killed all those people in Gaza. Well, then this is more of what you can expect. There's no doubt about it. This is what's coming in the days that follow. Majority of Americans want troops sent to border. Did you know that? A new poll finds that when you say, well, look at the Republicans, they want to deport all the immigrants and the illegals. No. The fact is that the majority, most of Americans want troops sent to the border, right, and oppose illegal immigration. That's how most of the people in this country think. So regardless of what the Democrats saying, the Republicans, they want to kick out your grandpappy who jumped over the fence to come here and say hello. No, illegal immigration, the flood of people coming into the country that nobody knows where really they're coming from, what their intentions are, but there's so many of them. You can't do that. You can't dilute a populace with people from everywhere just flooding in looking for opportunity, because that opportunity comes at the expense of somebody else, right? Whether it's social service provisions, Medicaid, medical attention, food. We don't leave people starving in the streets in America. There are no people roaming around the streets of America, right, starving where you could see their ribs saying, please help me, right, for food. You don't see it. You see junkies and you see, well, you do see it, but not to the extent of that this is through no fault of their own, right? If you want food, if that starving person out there living in the street in the shooting gallery wants food, he could put down the needle and go get food, but he doesn't. What we're talking about is that America is relatively a haven for the underprivileged, the huddled masses yearning to breathe free, right? And that is a historical fact of America. However, at some point, when does the flood, like in fucking Europe, for example, I'm sure the people watching from Amsterdam know it right now, the flood of Nigerians and Ethiopians and everybody else that floods in from Morocco, right, and makes their way up through France and lands on the streets of Amsterdam. And on and on and on, right? So just wanted to say, most people in America, whatever fake news is saying, most people oppose illegal immigration in America right now. Democrats try to block Green Party in Wisconsin, citing legal issues. Uh-oh, here come the Democrats. Here they come. Here they come. Democrats crying foul, foul, foul. The Greens. They took 1% of the vote from us. Fucking put them up against the wall. That's what's happening. An employee of the Democratic National Committee filed a complaint Wednesday seeking to remove the Green Party's presidential candidate from the ballot in Wisconsin, arguing that the party is ineligible. So up there in Wisconsin, there's some kind of shenanigans going on. The Democrats are on the move, trying to use the rules to disqualify their competitors. Right? Where have we seen that before? The beautiful Kamala Harris. She's so beautiful all of a sudden. Right? What was I saying about this? Democrats are playing dirty is the point, really. Oh, Trump was... what was Trump doing?
I told you about the hack on your campaign.
Well, they're looking at it. And do you have a question? Allowed to come here. It's causing... So
Trump makes news here. Trump makes news here about what did he make news about? I forgot. He said, he said that the hack that occurred with Elon Musk and his broadcast the other day on Monday. Elon Musk and Trump went live on a podcast on X, and they got hacked. They got flooded. Right? They got an influx of so many people that blew out the fucking system on the way in. And it wasn't just because there was 1 million people logging on. It was another flood of millions of right. So the news Trump is making is he's saying it was Iran. Listen to this.
tremendous problems, causing death, and just it's been a horror show.
He's going to
Nobody's
take the
seen anything
questions
like
in
it,
a
and it's
second.
only going to get worse. They should not have allowed this to happen to our country. With that being said, I'm leaving for right now North Carolina. Do you have a question?
Yes, sir. What has the FBI told you about the hack on your campaign?
What has the FBI told you about the hack on your campaign?
On your campaign.
Hack? About the hack camp? What the fuck did she say?
Yes, sir. What has the FBI told you about the hack on your campaign?
The question was the hack on your campaign. So everything that I just said about the hack on Elon Musk's live stream, forget about all that. That's not what he's talking about. My bad. So Trump is suggesting here, it's crazy, really. Trump is suggesting here that his campaign has been hacked by Iran, right? So was Elon Musk's live stream hacked by Iran? I don't know. Trump is saying that his campaign was hacked by Iran. That was the question. We heard it.
Well, they're looking at it.
They're
and
looking
doing
at it.
very
The FBI is looking at it, he said.
professionally, and it looks like it's Iran doing it, because Iran is no friend of mine, and a lot of bad signals get sent. But it looks like it's Iran doing it, and the reason is because I was strong on Iran, and I was protecting people in the Middle East that maybe they aren't so happy about that.
Do you think that anybody in Iran is really trying to hack Trump's campaign? Does anybody believe that is even possible? Does anybody believe that Iran or Russia or any of these other commonwealths, these other nations, have an interest in hacking your fucking election? Do you think that they have more of an interest in hacking the election than the Democrats do? Who do you think would want to hack Trump's campaign and chop it down? Who do you think would want to do it more, the Democrats or the Iranians? Obviously the Democrats, working full time. Iran, they're getting bombed by the administration, no matter who it is. Iran has remained on the shit list, and in fact, I would say they even like Trump more, right? Trump ended the Iran fucking nuclear deal, whatever. Anyway.
So that's what it seems to be, Iran.
Is that what the FBI told you specifically, that it was Iran?
I don't want to say exactly, but it was Iran.
And you said Harris's crowd sizes were AI and that there weren't people there. There's all kinds of video evidence and people who were there who have proven that false. Can you tell us about why you made that claim?
Well, I can't say what was there, who was there. I can only tell you about ours. We have the biggest crowds ever in the history of politics.
What was that second question?
Why you made that claim? There's all kinds of video evidence and people who were there who have proven that false. Can you tell us?
I don't want to say exactly, but
What was the
Iran.
question?
And you said Harris's crowd sizes were AI and that there weren't people there. There's all kinds of video evidence and people who were there who have proven that false. Can you tell us about why you made that claim?
Well, I can't say what was there, who was there. I can only tell you about ours. We have the biggest crowds ever in the history of politics.
So Trump made the accusation. That's what he said. The question was, they asked him about Trump's statement that Kamala Harris's crowds are fake, that they're AI generated, that what you're seeing is not real. Those are AI people on the camera. And Trump, without providing any evidence of that, says, well, our crowds are real.
We have.
Anyway, that's Trump Live. What else we got here? So, the top story. Let's look at the market before we talk about the top story. 33 minutes into our program here. Bing bong. Oh, Trump is up. Trump is up. Trump is up. Trump is up. But up. What do we got here? So, Trump surging this morning. Look at that. That's the Trump stock. Surging higher to $25 a share. You should have bought it when it was 24. Now it's 25. What else we got here? 25. It's got to go higher. So everything is green this morning. Congratulations for the people holding equities. NASDAQ up 222 points this morning. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 447. I thought we were in a recession. S&P 500 up 56. Trump stock 3.5% up big gain. Tesla up 4. Q's, the TQQQ is $66 a share. Mother effer. I wanted to take it at 49. Now it's 66. Too late. NVIDIA, Google, Apple, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, all up. So we have a green day right now, with the exception of Bitcoin down 1,200, 1,200, excuse me. Bitcoin down 1,200 to 59,400. Walmart up $4 a share, 7%. Something must have happened. What's the headline here? Retail sales soar past Wall Street estimates. That's why Walmart is up. Walmart. This is the thing to look at today. Walmart is way up. So retail is coming back hard. Retail coming back hard. Let's see this move up. I don't want to see the 1 minute. Give me that. Oh, that's a big jump. That's a big jump for the morning. Walmart breaks out almost up 10 points, 7 points, 5 points, 7%. So retail is doing well. Retail is doing well in America, more than Wall Street expected, which paints the entire market green for today. So this is important, right? Grab your health, right? Because I'm about to go outside right now and run my race, right? I'm going to go run. Not a race, but I'm preparing. I'm preparing for my my athletic event, and we should all be doing that. We should all be doing that, regardless of age, regardless of perceived condition. If you can't run, well, you can walk, can't you? If you can't walk, crawl. Right? Start off crawling. If you can't walk, and I told a fat guy that one time, right? So they can't walk. I said, "That's okay, everybody. Let's get up and stretch a little bit." Right? I don't know why I was leading this room or whatever. Fuck, I was there. I said, let's all get up and stretch a second. And the guy says, "You can't get up." I said, "Yeah, I know. I see. You're fat and your legs are swollen and you got a fucking some kind of monitor pumping shit into your heart or whatever." But if you can't walk and you can't crawl, right, or if you can't run, right, fucking start by crawling. Get on the floor and crawl as fast as you can, and then get up and walk, right? And then eventually you'll be able to run. But here we go. So if you don't do any of those things, you're going to get a lot of illness in your life. You're going to experience. We're all going to experience, sickness and death in the end, to some degree, but a lot less if you take care of yourself, right? A healthy person at 96 years old may have maybe a month or two at the end of their life that's a little rough, right? Physically, but it might be the greatest spiritual moment of their life. But people that don't take care of themselves have years and years of agony, right? And confusion and fucking problems in their body. Namely Alzheimer's disease, cancer, renal failure, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart failure, right? Blood illnesses, colorectal fucking growth, things like footballs growing inside your colon. Right? So here's the latest study. Common linked to 36% higher risk of Alzheimer's. Now, Alzheimer's is arguably defined as brain fog. It's a condition not necessarily isolated with old people. Sometimes people in their 40s and 50s are experiencing Alzheimer's, right? This notion of brain fog where you can't focus. It's like Joe Biden is the greatest example of it. When you watch Joe Biden, he's kind of the lights are kind of on, but you know that there's nobody home, right? His lights are on, but he's not really home, Joe Biden. That's really the definition of Alzheimer's, the brain fog. And it gets even worse. It escalates to, not even knowing, the people standing in front of you, right? And that's got to be devastating for relatives. Your mother doesn't know who you are anymore. Right? It's fucking crazy, right? This is what we have, right? So a new study substantiates the link between untreated high blood pressure and an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease for adults 60 and over. Right? So why do you have high blood pressure? Why is your blood pressure high? That's first, right? That's causing the Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is not causing the high blood pressure. You're developing the Alzheimer's, the brain fog, because you have high blood pressure. I think. I think one comes first. All right, so how do you get rid of high blood pressure? I don't know anybody who is ideal body weight, who exercises daily, who only eats 2 healthy meals a day, who sleeps 8 hours a night. I don't know anybody in that category that has high blood pressure. None. Zero. Now, in that category, there may be people fighting, some sort of, heart disease, maybe hardening of the arteries or whatever, have stents in their heart. But I don't know anybody with high blood pressure that takes care of themselves. So that's first, right? Forget about the link, right? So if you want to solve Alzheimer's, doctors, why are you giving people Alzheimer's medication if you know that that 36% of the time it's just high blood pressure, right? And another 70% of the time it's something else. It's some other sedentary lifestyle where people they're not active, right? And the heart gets soft and weak, right? It's a muscle. If you don't exercise the fucking muscle, right? It's the heart. It's a muscle. And if you don't exercise it, what happens? It gets weak, right? So you got to exercise it on a daily basis, even if you don't like that idea. Right? You'll like it after a while. Right? The more you do it, the more you'll like it. Right? You'll look forward to it. Right? Like right now, I'm looking forward to getting outside. The sun is out. It's actually kind of cooler. It's like 65 degrees where I am, which is beautiful, right? I love it. I'm looking forward to it. But for a lot of people, participants who were 72 years of age and older were allowed for, how many people were in this study? So they squashed the numbers. They crunched the numbers. 14 international studies, 31,200 participants. Right? That's a big study. Right? And they concluded, hey, here's a pill. Take a pill. Everybody wants a pill. I need a pill. I got what's wrong with me? You got a pill for this? Do you got a pill? I got high blood pressure and dementia. You got a pill? That's not going to work. But they're saying this is not unusual that the medical profession is saying it. A new study found that taking blood pressure medication was associated with a decreased risk of Alzheimer's disease. Well, if you're going to, but for how long? That's like putting your finger in the dam until it breaks. I'm going to hold my finger in this dam and hold back the millions of gallons of water with my finger. And then the crack gets bigger. Right? And then right, that's what the pill does. It's a Band-Aid. Right? Right? Because the blood pressure is not going to change unless your behavior changes. So the number one cure, C-U-R-E, cure for high blood pressure and diabetes and Alzheimer's the number one cure is exercise and a good diet. So researchers found the participants with untreated high blood pressure had an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease compared to people treated for high blood pressure. Where's the numbers? Here's the numbers, right? So I'll give you the numbers and let you go. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. What are you guys talking about? Fucking talking about guitar. Anyway, I'm reading the chat. High blood pressure. The team analyzed blood pressure measurements, hypertension, and medication use. 36% did not have high blood pressure. 51% were taking high blood pressure medication, which means that they had it. Right? If someone's taking high blood pressure medication, They're taking it because of the existence of high blood pressure. So most of the study was looking at people with high blood pressure. So that 36% is actually quite high. Because if you remove that blood pressure pill, right, the Band-Aid, the finger in the dam, if you pull that finger out of the dam, you're going to get the real statistic. And only 9% had untreated high blood pressure, right? These are all people with high blood pressure, right? Researchers found that participants with untreated high blood pressure had a 36% increased risk of Alzheimer's compared to people without high blood pressure. Then, rather than crunch these scientific numbers, which are giving me a headache right now, is simple, right? You got to take care of yourself, right? You got to take care of yourself. If meditation isn't on that list, you're not doing it, right? If the mind is allowed to scatter and roam, and there's no concentration, right? You're gonna develop all of these symptoms. If you run around the track once, a quarter of a mile, saying I can't do this, I can't do it, right? Then you can't do it, right? And that's your reality. You have to wake up. What the fuck are we talking about here? Shit's going up. Shit's going up. Trump stock is going up. Trump stock's going up. It's going up. Okay, I'll see you guys, man. So thank you for joining me. My name is Marcus Conte. I don't have any music keyed up, so that means I have to play. I gotta play. I'm like the fucking entertainment monkey. I am your entertainment monkey. I will sing for you. I am your entertainment monkey. I will sing for you. I'll sing any day for you. I will sing for you. I'll sing all day for you. Marcus Conte reporting.